Hello, collective. Another karmic, another message. As always, please take what resonates. This is gonna be, I guess, less weird. Um, but I'm not gonna go into explanation because I'm a bit busy today. All right. So long story short, there's a karmic right now that is drinking a lot. Okay, getting into alcohol pretty deeply, and it's because of some regret, okay, that they um, came across, got into some sort of revelation about or epiphany about. But a karmic in relation to you, I don't know if it's a friend, their family member, um, a lover, an ex, I don't know, but I do know for a fact the message that I got is that there is an ex. Woo, an ex, there we go. It's an X, guys. Okay, we can rule out all the other karmics, but yeah, this karmic X is getting into drinking right now, pretty heavy, and yeah, they're in regret, and they could also be drinking due to a loss as well of a family member. I was tuning into a grandpa, so they could have lost a grandpa as well. I don't know if this happened during the same time that they realized that they are regretting what they did to you, but I feel like it's adding up. Um, it could also be their karma. What they did to you resulted in them losing a family member. I know that sounds pretty harsh, but I don't know what they did to you, but they could have done something pretty intense. If you are a divine feminine or a divine masculine, I'm gonna tell you this. If we deal with karmics, the repercussions is going to be pretty intense. It really depends on what kind of level you are or on in terms of like your ranking, okay, spiritually. Just like there are systems in the authority, there are systems spiritually, and everybody has roles, for better or worse. Things are always the way it's supposed to be, and at the end of the day, we can only answer to God. Okay, He's the author and creator of it all. We do have our free will, and unfortunately, not everybody chooses wisely when it comes to reacting, doing certain things, um, harming certain people, and they don't know who they're harming. They don't know who they're speaking negativity, and it's quite sad because we're all supposed to be like one, which we are in terms of the human race, but spiritually, there is a hierarchy, just like there are hierarchy and divisions between people in terms of language and colorism and occupation. And, you know, I feel like it's the year of, I don't know the English word for it, but like when, actually, never mind. Never mind. I'm going to keep it short. There is a karmic. They're drinking deeply right now because of what they done to you. They're in deep regrets. But they also lost a family member, heavy on the grandpa that passed away. I was also tuning into something like foster kids as well. So somebody could be a foster kid as well. Have like have foster kids. You or the person in relation to you, or they could be. Um, but I will say this though. I don't know what else to say. This is the message. This is the message, guys. Okay, karmic, drinking. I don't think I'm not quite sure. It depends on who you are that's listening to this and your spiritual ranking. But I'm getting like, on the other hand, this person could have lost this karmic individual could have lost a relative the same time they were like treating you bad. Like, I don't know, rejecting you, speaking bad about you, wishing negativity, death, whatever the case may be. I feel like whatever they did in terms of their intuition or in action during the time you guys were together was simultaneously the karma was them losing somebody that was close to them. On the other hand, I'm also getting that when they lost a family member, it made them think about you. Okay, so it's either category one, where it's like the karma was them losing somebody closest to them, or category two, because they lost somebody, they started reverting back to thinking about you and the times that you guys had. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay, because don't wanna be on here and sound morbid, because that's where I'm coming from. Um, yeah. FYI, I just watched another watched. I just was watching another reader, a good friend of mine, and she was talking about how it's not really a good thing to dive into alcohol, especially if you're like um, into spirituality, you know, or like if you are like a spiritual being and that like vibration, it's really good to abstain from that. Though in hindsight, I am talking about karmics. I'm not trying to justify this karmic acts or individual at all. I'm just saying that alcohol has spirits, okay? And if you dive deeper into things that can tamper with your mental state, you can get quite lost. And, you know, there might not be a way out, okay? I know it sounds like I'm comforting this karmic. No, I have no affiliation with karmics or any of you guys karmics, but hey, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to see. This is just kind of common sense, though. Okay, this is my spirit felt like I needed to share it, so I'm sharing it. Okay. Um, Another thing, I will have like a message from your person, or yeah, person's coming up soon tomorrow. If you haven't seen on Instagram or on my community board, there are some messages that kind of came after the individual videos, and I would put it's like specific names that's in relation to the videos that I will put in the comment section. So you will see that as well. Now it's not specific, it's just the names that I was tuning into heavy as soon as I finished those readings. Okay. But don't get discouraged or feel some type of way if it's not your name or whatever. It's just what I was like tuning into at the time, okay? So, with that being said, I want to thank you guys for stopping by and good luck in your journey in life. Okay, so I might as well add this. I also got triple six, which is basically when somebody is in a 3D mindset, the limited belief system, the matrix, all things in relation to one's ego, um, things of that nature. It's usually, I wouldn't call it low vibrational, but it's all things that is based on this reality. Materialism, ego, control, anger. Now, in relation to this message, because it was so close by, I do feel like the karmic ex that's going into drinking or is heavy drinking because of their regret, what they did to you, as well as them losing a family member. Okay, I feel like this person could have been toxic. Okay, and now, like, let me all karmic people are not toxic. Okay, everybody can have ego, and they do as well. But the people that comes into your life that are a lesson. Now, this particular individual, because of the number that came after, I do feel like they were quite toxic. So they could have been, if it's not abusive to themselves, they could have been abusive when you guys were in the relationship. Okay, I don't know in what way, but regardless, the universe didn't like it, God didn't like it, and damn sure your spiritual team did not like the situation. However, it was inevitable that you had to experience those lessons with this karmic ex because it's what the universe God wanted. Okay, it was inevitable. That is not my call. Okay, I will say this though that I'm also tuning into that they want to see you as well. But the thing, yeah, because I have a heart. This could be in relation to the energy reading I did about somebody didn't have issues with like letting go, or they don't think that you guys are separated. If that's the case, um, I also don't feel like you guys will in the other reading, but I knew I went pretty light when getting those messages, channeling those insights for you. After this, today, right now, I feel like I'd rather you stay away from this karmic ex, especially when they're in this state. You're not somebody's savior, whomever is watching this, okay? And I do feel like they just want to leech from your positivity or your light energy because they're in such a low vibrational state. Before, maybe you couldn't see it, or you're trying to be like one of those, what's the name of it when you're like, oh, I can save them? Complex, the savior complex. Um, hey, it happens to the best of us. I would advise you to not go back because I feel like it's just going to loop you into a pattern of familiarity that will not lead you anywhere. And I feel like it's going to be like an enemy of progress, you know? You know those hurdles you come across in gym class? That's what this karmic X is, and you need to jump over it, okay? Don't let it become your stagnation. Even if they cross your mind and you get signs or whatever, because I know a lot of people are very. This is why it's so existential. If you see something like a name or a number or whatever, make sure it comes in multiple sequence, more than once, and check your energy as well. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, um, don't entertain it, okay? So, with that being said, I just want to thank you guys and say goodbye.